All right. Hey guys, and welcome to today's mentorship meeting. So our agenda is looking like introductions, then going over first interactions, then spelling, breakout rooms, and ending it with reminders and questions.
So icebreakers. These are icebreakers among board members, and I'll go first. I'm Daniel Choi. I'm in 10th grade, and my favorite type of chocolate is um just I guess chocolate milk.
All right, I go next. My name's Sean. I'm a sophomore, and my favorite type of chocolate is milk chocolate. I'll pass it down to Tori.
Hi, my name's Tori. I'm a sophomore, and my favorite type of chocolate is dark chocolate. I'm passing it to Kevin.
Hi, my name is Kevin. I'm a freshman, and my favorite type of chocolate is milk chocolate. I think that's it.
All right. All right, moving on. So first interactions. We talked about this last meeting, so I'll just briefly go over it. Some reminders: always have a positive attitude to your students. Make sure to get out of your comfort zone, be enthusiastic, encourage your students, get to know each other. Pretty simple. Spend a lot of time just to get to know your student. Clarify learning objectives and your expectations. Talk about the syllabus with your student and tell them the important parts of it. And make sure to explain expectations for student behavior. Give advice to students for future success. This should be done continuously. Just give them advice whenever you have any. This one's pretty important. Take notes. Make sure to take notes about the topics your student or students want to focus on and use those notes to create lesson plans for them. Okay, on to spelling. So why is spelling so important? First reason is communication. We've all been there. We're texting a friend and they send us a text with lots of misspelled words and we have no idea what they're talking about. So then we have to send back a text saying like a question mark or ask them what they're talking about, and they have to resend a text. So the point is, spelling helps the receiver understand exactly what the sender is trying to say. Second reason is employment opportunities. As you guys know, online job hunting has grown and is growing exponentially, even more because of COVID. An employee CV or resume will be the first thing companies see when they're trying to hire people. So essentially, spelling is the first thing they see without really noticing it. But if you misspell a word, then it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. And obviously, companies don't want to hire someone that can't spell. And lastly, misspelled words give poor reflection of the writer. Spelling words wrong might seem like a minor mistake, and in some cases it is, but it can reflect poorly on the writer. It can suggest one of two things: the writer does not care enough about their work to proofread it, or they don't know their topic well enough to properly spell words related to it. Now, obviously, no one wants to hear these comments, so that's why spelling is so important.
So for elementary level spelling, the key points is for the student to strengthen their ability to commit words to memory, to expand the number of words the student knows, and to develop their linguistic understanding or why words are spelled in a certain way. Most of those points apply to the future levels of middle and high as well. So some topics explored in elementary spelling include the alphabetic principle, which is knowledge of which individual letters match up to sounds. So like learning the alphabet, and reading and spelling in a left to right sequence. Pattern formation, which is knowledge of which individual letters match up to sounds again. And then applying to that to the consonant vowel consonant patterns, or the consonant vowel or consonant vowel vowel consonant patterns, etc. And then meaning on the morphological or morphometic level, which includes like groups of letters having a certain meaning, like re and redo, which means to do again. And then activities for elementary level spelling. Obviously, the first one is going to be lots of vocab, which applies again to the other levels as well. Make sure to introduce appropriate words every couple sessions, like 10 to 30 words, and make sure to practice with them consistently. And then another activity would be word hunts, which you can present a student with reading material and have them find words that follow a certain pattern. And then there's also word walls, which is kind of cut off, but word walls isn't really it's an example of something you can do to enhance elementary spelling understanding, but it's kind of hard to do on a virtual level. But if you check out like the resources and links regarding word walls, I'm sure you can get inspired to other practices that you can do or how to apply it on a virtual level.
Middle level spelling. Key points of middle school spelling. Initiate common spelling rules. Continuously implement memorizing activities for the students. Key topics in middle school spelling. Build off of elementary level spelling. Include more activities to help build a better understanding of patterns of individual sounds of letters, groups of letters, meanings, etc. Practices and activities. Every other week, give students 20 word spelling tests. It could be 20, 30, 10, doesn't really matter. Continuously introduce new words and help them write to help their memory. Tips for teaching, try to put the new words into context to help students. High school level spelling. Key points of high school level spelling. Focus on words that break typical spelling rules, such as leaving the E at the end of the word when adding an ending such as ing. Incorporate advanced vocabulary from musical instruments to science terms. Learn words that start with silent letters. Activities. Go over commonly misspelled words. Teach spelling study habits. Students will begin to encounter longer, more complicated words. Because of this, developing a more effective study habit will be extremely useful. Play age-appropriate spelling games. Although spelling games are associated with younger students, high schoolers can still benefit.
So for college level spelling, it's more vocab based and like grammatical, like corrections based. So you're just going to incorporate a wide variety of vocabulary that's more applied to like essential life that you see like every day. And in like the academic and workplace. So activities you can, they're consistent with the previous levels. As a tutor, you can say words audibly and like kind of host a spelling bee, not like a large scale one, but just like a one-on-one spelling bee with the vocab that you've studied. You'll include harder vocab. You'll focus more on adjectives and nouns that are, again, useful in college or working environment. You can set up regular tests or flashcards on resources like Quizlet. And you can host advanced level spelling correction activities that appear in like paragraph form so that it's less obvious that there are spelling mistakes. When choosing vocabulary, you should try to accommodate more towards a student's hobbies and interests and kind of think, oh, how are they going to apply these words more into real life? And use more regularly like kind of useless type vocab that maybe another student with different hobbies wouldn't need to know as much. Um, and make sure, like with college level spelling, a lot of you guys aren't in college. So you yourself should probably study the words before presenting them to the student so you have a better understanding of what you're teaching.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into breakout rooms. I believe Ching Ching has already set them up. So in them, just go over name, age, and your favorite cereal as icebreakers.
Also, all the paired tutors, your country director will be checking you in, kind of making sure your attendance and like updating that tutor tracker that we have for you guys. And that kind of keeps track of all of your points and everything, which is for your ranks and like the bronze, silver, gold, and diamond levels. So you want to make sure that you try to come to every meeting to get those points. And then I did open them, so you guys should be able to join them. And your country director will be joining them shortly as well. Oh, and if you're unpaired, join one of the empty rooms. There's 13, 14, 15. And if you have any questions, one of the board members or team members will just stop by and check in with you.
Okay, so now we have reminders. So first of all, make sure to fill out the tutor contract form if you want to be a tutor and make a copy of it. So to get this form, you have to contact your corresponding country director for access to the document. And when you finish the contract, make sure you email it to your associated country director. And there's no due date for this assignment right now, but tutors should have it done by their first meeting with their students. Also, there are upcoming speaker series.
Cut you off really fast.
Oh yeah.
People are just joining back because breakout rooms are still like 30 seconds left. So start the slide over again from the beginning.
Yeah, we should probably just wait until it's like
we-
100.
yeah. Or I think they're all closed. They should be all closed. Okay, now you can continue.
Okay, so if you want to be a tutor, make sure you fill out the tutor contract form. You can get this form by contacting your corresponding country director. And when you finish filling out the form, you can email it to the country director for him to look at it. So there's no due date for this contract, but tutors must have it done by their first meeting with their students. There are also upcoming speaker series. And so on April 17th, there will be a talk about Asian hate crimes in the US. On May 1st, there is a talk about distortion of Asia in academic classes. In May 15th, there will be a talk on racism within Asia. And on May 22nd, there will be a talk on sexualization and fetishization of East Asians. On April 11th, there is a Discord party. This includes karaoke, concerts, dancing, talent shows, game rooms, and VCs to chat in. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you want to join and participate in it, there will be a sign up form on Sign Up Genius. This is the tutor rank system. It's a point-based system. And for every mentorship meeting you attend, that's 1 point. You can also get points from positive feedback by the student on the student review forms. So for 3 stars, you get half a point. For 4 stars, you get 1 point. And then for 5 stars, you get 2 points. You can level up. And so by leveling up, you get rewards and benefits, which includes scholarships, prizes, Discord roles. And the higher rank, the better. So the first 3 ranks are bronze, which you need a minimum of 10 points. And this gives you the bronze tutor Discord role, and as well as 1 entry in giveaways. In the silver rank, you have to have a minimum of 20 points, and you will get the silver rank tutor Discord role, as well as 2 entries in the APP giveaways. And in the gold rank, you need a minimum of 30 points. You get the gold rank tutor Discord role, and you get a certificate plus 3 APP giveaway entries, as well as Instagram shoutouts and recognition. And finally, there's the diamond rank, which you need a minimum of 50 points to be a part of. You get the diamond rank tutor Discord role, as well as a certificate and 5 giveaway entries. You also get Instagram shoutouts, recognition. You get a website profile on the APP website, scholarships, and more.
Okay, questions. If you guys have questions along the road, you can always email us here. Here are our emails. If you have questions right now, you can either unmute or say in the chat. And that's essentially it. Thank you guys for coming.
I have a question. What's the password for the tutors for the website?
Oh, that's a really good question. Okay. Hold on. I wrote it down somewhere. It is I like boba lowercase, no spaces. They should have all the resources that you need, extra material, our Google Calendar. If it's not I like boba, it should be I like boba. So try that. Oh, so the website.
Okay, and also,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say for everyone here who is a tutor, so on our website, there are like tabs at the top. One of the tabs is the resources tab. And if you go to tutor resources, it's a locked screen because like we obviously only want that for like our like official tutors and not random people just on the website. So like you need a password to access that page, and the password I just typed into the chat, I like boba, that's the password to that page. So yeah. And then what was your other thing that you wanted to say?
Is the password the same for like the country directors and everything?
So country directors use the drive. Everything's on the drive. Country.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then ambassadors is a different password that you guys don't need to know. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Really dumb question, but where do I find the website?
Yeah. So it's just asianpassionprogram.org. I can
Okay, thank you.
no problem. If you search it up, it should probably also pop up. I'll type it into the chat. If you like.
Thank you.
No problem. Feel free to leave. I'm gonna end this meeting. Right? I'm not end this meeting. I'm the recording.